Hello guys, BlizzCon has come and gone for Diablo 3. Let's see what's new. It's upcoming for patch 2.12, man. Should be much too longer, I hope. TM. Anyway, let's have a quick look. So, major features of patch 2.12 will be, of course, Season 2. Yes, Season 2 is coming soon. Not sure when, but they said they'll announce within 30 days everyone closing. Ancient legendaries, holy shit, we'll get to that in a minute. New legendary gems, yes, there's a couple of more gems to be a hold of now. New goblins, yes, there's now new goblins. I think there's about another 3 new guys. And lastly is changes the randomness in the greater rifts. And new items as well, new great legendaries as well. Excellent. Okay, so of course we've got Season 2. Season 2 is upcoming, I think, fairly soon. Hopefully it's not too much longer. I feel like this season has gone on a bit too long, but Blizzard said it should be too much longer until Season 2 kicks in, so we can get the rest of the we can get new part of the transmog for the we get the pants and the boots. So we get these 2 pieces here in Season 2, and in Season 3 we get the rest of it, man. So we actually end up looking like this. A demon, man, looks awesome. So we've got that nice transmog to look forward in Season 2, and of course the new seasonal legendaries and all the usual shit, man. And conquests and all that sort of stuff. Lovely. Okay, up next, guys, is ancient items. Now, this is a massive, massive change. It's proved to be quite controversial on the Diablo 3 forums as well. Basically, what an ancient legendary is as where is it? Current players of Tournament 6 or equivalent Greater Rift have a chance up to 5 to 10% chance that of any legendary item is an ancient items. Some of the ancient item attributes be improved up to 30%. Only some of them, not all of them, some of them. So the attributes that go up is, of course, damage and main stats like strength, intelligence, vitality, dexterity, all that sort of stuff. And basically, they're basically like super versions of the gear we've got now. Now, quite a few people are being a bit pissed off about this change on the forums, especially because they feel like, oh, I farmed all my gear now, it's all useless sort of thing. But it's not, because you can need your current gear to farm this newer gear. It's a farming game after all. You know what I mean? We've got nothing to strive for. Then what's the point of us playing a loot-based game? Yeah, that's my look at it anyway. Okay, so let's have a little read here. From the example items, attributes that are improved are damage on weapons, main stats, basic armor, life on hit, life per second, single resistance, and all resistance. Those stats also can go higher. Pretty cool. Attributes that are not improved is critical hit damage, elemental damage, skill damage, movement speed, and resource cost reduction. Right, let's have a look. Generally, percent base attributes seem to be unaffected, while nearly everything else is being affected by the ancient item bonus. So, and also, guys, ancient items with a golden border. I have a golden border around them. Well, I'll bring up a screenshot in a minute, so you can see if you found one of these super jumped up ancient legendaries. Imagine finding an ancient star metal or an ancient furnace. Oh! It's going to be sick, man. It's going to be sick. So let's have a quick look at some of the previews, what we can find. Here's a standard Maximus here. They can roll up to a maximum of 1788, and the newer Maximus here up to 2328 DPS. Holy shit. As you see, the fire damage is exactly the same. But the strength, like for the strength, for instance, 1125 here on what we're on now, on patch 2.11 and 2.12, we go up to 1465. That's enormous amounts of damage. Absolutely enormous. And you can also see the life on hit change as well here, like 1313 there to a lot higher, almost 5k higher. It's amazing. So that's very, very nice. So there's a lot of good stuff coming into the game. Like I said, it has done some controversy on the forums, because people are like, oh no, farm my gear, I don't want to do it again. Well, it's a farming game. It's a farming game, and it's good that these rarer items are in the game now. I personally enjoy it. So let's have a look at a couple of the other ones here. What's this? A syndicate. A syndicate. So like, as you see, the element damage is the same. Strength from 500 to 650. So chest base gets an extra 150. Strength for main stats and that sort of stuff. So it looks really good. And of course, life regen has gone up as well. And some resistances as well, like 160 to 210. So there's going to be loads of ancient legendaries now to farm. I can't wait! I can't wait to get my hands on this stuff. Bring on the grind. Bring on the grind, Blizzard. That's all I can say. But excellent. But there's so many, though. There's so many. There's loads of previews here. This site I'm reviewing at the moment is diablofans.com. I'll put the link for you guys in the bottom. And the videos as well for BlizzCon. Okay, so what's up next then is, of course, the new legendaries. There's now, guys, 2 new legendary gems has been announced. Both have a defensive nature. They're defensive nature gems. All done below is, of course, subject to change because this PTR coming up fairly soon. Okay, so let's bring these up then. Okay, so the Estrotric Alteration. Okay, gain 30% non-physical damage reduction. While half-life, your resistances to cold, fire and lightning poison arcane are increased by 75%. Holy shit! So yeah, that's pretty sick. That is really sick. And last one is called the Molten Wildebeest, I don't know, gizzard, some fucking gizzard, and regenerates 50,000 life per second. After not taking damage for 4 seconds, gain an absorption shield for 200% of your total life per second. So this gem is very interesting, mainly because if we use Death Bargain's pants that drop from Act 5 cases, I believe, we could turn this gem into a powerhouse of DPS. You know, there's a lot of legendaries out there that can give us life per second. Roshgar's Huge Stone, for instance. There's some boots, there's a belt that gives you life per second. So, you know, there's a lot of things we can use to make this gem an offensive gem with Death Bargain pants. So watch the space, guys. There might be some very new interesting builds because of this gem and Death Bargain's pants. Awesome. So that's the two new gems there. What's next? Let's quickly scroll down here a little bit. So that's the two new gems that we're gaining. Okay, this is really cool, guys. Treasure goblins! They've introduced new treasure goblins. Okay, this is very cool. So first up, we've got the Blood Thief. It's a red-purple goblin. There he is, the little fella. And when you kill this guy, he'll drop a shitload of blood shards. On the test thing at Blizzard, it was dropping about 100 blood shards on T6. 100 blood shards at T6, that's awesome, isn't it? So that's the Blood Thief, so he drops blood shards. Then we've got the Gem Hoarder. This one looks really cool. Look, he's all crystallized, like, he's all crystal and all that. That looks really nice, and even the bag's like crystallized as well. And obviously the Gem Hoarder will drop a shitload of gems. Brilliant, does a massive gem explosion, so all those topaz that we all sorely need for doing our rings and all that, you know, this guy is going to be great for it. And the next one in the Goblin family is the Odious Collector, and this little guy will drop crafting materials, arcane dust, veil crystal plans, legendary plans, all sorts of stuff. Anything that's crafting related, this little fella will drop as well. So it's nice that they've given us some variation now in the goblins. You know what I mean? Because they just used the Rainbow Goblin that opens up that portal to Whimsyshire, but I was like, Whimsyshire, meh. You know what I mean? But now we've got these 3 new ones here. Apparently there might be a few more coming in by 2.12 comes in. The Goblin family looks quite fun. It looks pretty sweet. Also, guys, what's coming in as well, we've got new mini-map icons for the goblins. So, look, the little guys there, look, yeah, they've got a white one, green, and purple for the Blood Thief there. So, yeah, it looks pretty good. We've got a little screenshot here of the Goblin family. Wish you were here! So, there's some new monsters as well. New monsters that are in the Goblin families. Obviously, that's the Greed's Realm here. We've got some new fellas here, like a new Goblin guy here, a new one here. So, yeah, they're putting some new, more Goblin monsters for us to fight as well, which is pretty cool. I can't wait to start smashing those little dudes over the head. Give my loot! Lovely. Okay, distribution adjustments. Okay, so this is all about the pylons and trials and all that sort of stuff. There will be several adjustments to randomness in rifts and greater rifts. Density. Blizzard will continue their efforts for a more uniform distribution of monsters in all rift levels. Monsters like to appear are also being looked at, so they're changing the amount of different types of monsters we get as well. So you don't just get a few sets of monsters, it'll be a bit more varied as well, which would be nice, you know what I mean? Who likes a fucking whole rift of Anarchs and Etriarchs and fucking more to incinerators? I don't. Okay, pylons. So currently the only really good pylon, especially in greater rifts, even normal rifts to be honest, is conduit, isn't it? Conduit and speed pretty much. So conduit pylons will stay, but other pylons will be buffed to be comparably strong. So rather than nerfing conduit, they're making it so the other pylons are a lot better now. So speed pylons will now last for 1 minute. That's cool. It will ignore waller, so you can straight for walls. You will knock monsters around instead of colliding with them. So with your speed, you can just run for the monsters, and they'll get fucking knocked out like little bowling pins. It's pretty sweet, man. I like that. Okay, what's that? Shield pylons. Well, we know what shield pylons do at the moment. It just makes you destructible. You know, you can't take that damage, which is pretty cool. But now, listen to this. Shield pylons will reflect damage and explode for massive damage when they time out. So when the monster's hitting you, they get reflect damage back. Yeah, payback's a bitch. Nice. So this is really good. And you explode at the end when the shield goes off. It goes boom and blows up. So that'd be pretty cool. And now it says here, you should get 2 to 4 pylons in a rift compared to the 0 to 6 you get now. So they're making pylons appear a bit more often as well. So that's good. So yeah, speed pylon, shield pylon looks pretty good. I'm sure they'll change other ones as well as we get more further into 2.1 in the PTR and stuff. Okay, Keystone Trials. Trials will also stay, but will be discussed. Pacing and monster type in Trials are still being iterated. In the current initial build, all monsters' charts can be knocked around, so you can still do knockbacks and stuff on the trial monsters, which helps a hell of a lot, to be honest, with those exorcism guys. Okay, layout guys in rifts. Long corridors, especially dead ends, will be removed. This is a massive change. How many times you guys have done a rift and you've come up to a dead end? You come to a dead end and it's like, oh my god, I've got to run all the way back. You waste all that time and it's extremely frustrating. So they're getting rid of the dead ends. Apparently there won't be no more than a 5-second dead end now, according to the guys at BlizzCon. Okay, so big loops will also be cut to avoid backtracking. You know, you get some of those tunnels which got those big loops. You're like, oh, what the fuck? And I've gone the wrong way, and you backtrack again. They're cutting out a lot of those big loops as well. So the maps will be much more better now. Some more open tasks which will always spawn in the game layout will be made more diverse. Example, the Oasis and Spider Caves and Oryx Jail, others will follow later. Nice. Rift Guardians. Guardians will be adjusted to equally challenging but remain unique. So currently there's quite a few Rift Guardians that when you're doing a greater Rift, it's a fail. You know, Saxtress, you know, Rhymeheart, those sort of guys. If you get those pretty much at the moment, it's like, ah, shit, I'm dead. You know what I mean? So they're adjusting the Guardians, so you know we're not just trying to look for the big stone guy, you know, all the time. He's unbelievably easy at the moment, and pretty much if you get him as a Rift Guardian, you probably normally set a new record for yourself. You know what I mean? So it's good that they're balancing out the Guardians a bit, because in the current state, there's only a few that are really easy, and some of them, if you get them, it's like you might as well just quit, just start again and fish for another Rift. Okay, death guys in greater rifts. Dying in greater rift in softcore will allow you to resurrect at your corpse now. So rather than dying and running all the way back, especially if you've got no movement speed, it could be the death of your rift, maybe. So now you can resurrect at your corpse. You have to wait a few seconds before being able to res though. This wait becomes longer every time you die in the current greater rift. So basically it gives you a time penalty, but it won't be nowhere near as severe as running back from the entrance all the way down to the bottom of a rift, yeah? So that's a cool change, I like that. It would not be subtracted from your greater rift timer, do not penalise the entire group if one player dies. Nice. So yeah, that's that there. Okay, we've got some more new items. Several of the new or changed legendaries and sets have been shown. Click the image below to learn more. So let's have a quick look at some of the other legendaries here that have been changed. Okay, so look here. So Gungo gear. Gungo gear now has got Holy, and it's got Exploding Palms on Death Explosion applies Exploding Palm. Holy shit, this is massive for monks, guys. Gungo gear. Oh my fucking sweet jizz. Exploding Palms on Death Explosion applies Exploding Palm. That is so cool. Imagine the chain reaction you monks out there can do with Gungo gear now. You just go bam, just go boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's going to be amazing. That's going to be amazing. Gungo gear will be pretty much bliss, I think, for monks right there. What else we got here? Rancid Folly. Rancid Folly. Okay, Energy Twister periodically pulls in an enemy within 30 yards. Enemies can only be pulled in this way once every 5 seconds. That's pretty cool. So you just do your Wizard's Man, do Energy Twister and suck them in with the tornadoes. Pretty sweet. And what's this here? This is a Witch Doctor one here. Wormwood. Locust Swarm continuously plagues enemies around you. So this is quite an interesting weapon here, because we could do... Apparently it does work with the rune you have in your character, so if you put on the mana rune, for instance, this stuff will be casting it all the time and giving you shitloads of mana. So then maybe some of the mana spends could come into play again. Quite interesting. Yeah, that's some of the new legendaries there. It's not bad actually, that little staff there, extra mana. Just spam it, it's pretty cool. So I've got a picture of all the new legendaries here. There is now 3 new sets. There's 3 new sets as well. This is pretty fucking cool, man. So let's look at this one. Remnant of 1,000 Storms. After the Dashing Strike, your Dashing Strike shocks all nearby enemies for 3,000% weapon damage as lightning. Remnant of 1,000 Storms set there, that's pretty cool. Let's go to the other one here. Oh, it's got to load up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so all the barbarians are absolutely raving about this, and I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. Wrath of the Wastes. Rend lasts 3 times as long. Rend deals triple damage. Whirlwind deals triple damage to enemies affected by Rend. And also now the Skullgrass Ring will have Whirlwind damage on it, which boosts it by about 440%, which is nuts. So all the barbarians are going crazy right now. So Whirlwind will be coming back at last, which is cool. It was always a key build in Diablo. Okay, Unhallowed Essence. Okay, so you generate also 2 Discipline, gain 40% damage reduction for 4 seconds if an enemy is within 20 yards of you. That's massive. That's amazing. And to 6 set, your generators and multi-shot deal 10% increased damage every point of discipline you have, which is really cool because it generates discipline in this set. That's a nice one there as well. And I believe this is a wizard one, isn't it? Deslier's Magnum Opus 2 set. Casting Arcane Orb, Energy Twister or Magic Missile or Shock Bolt reduces the cooldown of slow time by 1 second. Not bad. Fourth set, enemies affected by your slow time take 1,250 damage as every second. Holy shit. And then sixth set, enemies affected by your slow time take 500% more damage from an arcane orb, energy twister, and magic missile and shock abilities. Holy shit. So pair that with that new bracer earlier. That's pretty badass. Unfortunately, no new wish list set announced just yet. I was hoping for a health tooth build set to be set up. But yeah, but there's the new skins as well. New skins there for the sets there, the Red Cross set, the Demon and the Wizard stuff there. So yeah, it looks pretty sweet, guys. It does look pretty nice, man. And also, we've got some more items here. Let's go quick look at these. Crown of the Primers here. Slow time gains the effect of every room. Holy shit. That's massive. That's fucking huge, especially with that new set. That's nice, very nice actually. Let's have a look at this one over here. This one's talking about Skullgrass. Skullgrass now, look. Increases the damage of Whirlwind by 441%. Holy shit. So Skullgrass will be bits basically for you Whirlwind barbs out there. Very nice, very nice. What we got here? Omicron's changed. Cow drop when using Vault. That's pretty cool. I don't know if it'd be better than Witching Hour, but dropping a cow drop in your Vault, that'd be pretty cool when you're running backwards and all that sort of stuff. That's not too bad, it's not too bad. Okay, what have we got here? This is the last one here. Belt of the Trove. Every 6 seconds, cooldown bombardment on a random nearby enemy. That's pretty cool. That's a nice Crusader belt right there. Every 6 seconds, cooldown a bombardment on a random nearby. Just 3 damage, isn't it? That's actually quite nice. I like this. That's a quite nice belt. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Okay, what else we got here, man? That's all the new items. And I think that's it, actually. Yeah, that's it, guys. And there you go, guys. That was the new stuff there for Diablo 3 in Reaper of Souls at BlizzCon. There is some very good nice treasure. I really like this idea of the goblins and stuff. Treasure. Oh man, it's great, man. New legendary gems. I'm super stoked though for ancient items, man, because I'm sucker for a hard grind in Diablo 3. You know what I mean? I will hunt down my ancient star metal kukri. Oh yes, and my furnace again. But and there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the videos. Just as usual, please like and subscribe. If you've got any comments, stick them below, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers. Bye bye.